Tzedakah, my friends, together with our prayers for, first of all, a Chodesh Tov. Today, the first day of the Rosh Chodesh, Adar, the second Adar. So we pray to Hashem, as we said Hallel, as we spoke about the sacrifice which was offered, especially for Rosh Chodesh and the Beis Hamikdash. So please God, let us be able to do it, not just verbally, but in a concrete manner. And this will be the solution for all the problems for the entire world, Jews and non-Jews alike. Since it is Rosh Chodesh today, the 13th month of the year, although we spoke about it a month ago, let's review it again, the whole concept of the calendar and the leap year, why, etc. The year, the Jewish year, starts on Rosh Hashanah, the head of the year, which is when God created Adam and Eve exactly 5,784 years ago. A year, standard Jewish year, has 12 months, 6 29-day months and 6 30-day months, totaling 354 days. So here is an issue. We know we have the holidays, and the holidays has specific dates. Example, Pesach, coming up, is supposed to be on the 15th day, on the 15th day of this month, the month of Nisan. Chag HaMatzos L'Hashem is the holiday of Matzos, Yom Tov of Pesach. But at the same time, we also see that the Torah attributes another reference in terms of when that Yom Tov Pesach should be. Not just the 15th day of the month of Nisan, but also says, Shomer es Chodesh Ha'aviv, v'osisa Pesach L'Hashem. Guard the month of spring, and then you should make the Passover offering. In other words, that Pesach always must be in the spring. So we're going to have a problem. And in fact, the same thing is with Shavuos, which is connected to Chag HaBikurim, the festival of the first fruits, Sukkot, Chag HaAsiv, the harvest festival. So we need that. So we see that the dates, the month and the season must concur. Now here's the problem. Seasons goes according to the sun. The months, as we just said, goes according to the moon. There is a discrepancy of about 11 days per year between the solar cycle, which is 365 days a year, and the lunar cycle, which is 354. If we're not going to find some system of a solution, it's going to end up that Pesach could be in the winter, could be in the spring, could be in the fall, could be any time. And the same thing is with the other holidays. And therefore the solution is to insert a 13th month into the year, which is called Shnas HaIbur, a pregnant year, a leap year. And this way, we can keep the solar cycle and the lunar cycle coordinated. And this year, in fact, as we know, is a leap year. We have 13 months, so we added the 13th, the last month of the year, which is the month of Adar, and today is the first day of the second month of Adar. Now, today we have a calendar set by Hillel, which we'll discuss another time. But prior to the fixed calendar, it was the Sanhedrin, the high court in Jerusalem, that they would establish the month, when is the new month, by witnesses coming and testifying they saw the appearance of the new month. And they would also decide if it's a leap year or not. And here's some interesting points as to what brought them, what was the cause for dedicating this particular year or a particular year as a leap year, because basically it comes out 7 times in a cycle of 19 years. So the Gemara tells us the following. The Sanhedrin, the High Court, would consider several factors in the course of their deliberations whether to declare a leap year or not. The primary factor was the spring equinox. Because if the spring equinox would fall later than the first half of the month of Nisan, then the year was automatically declared a leap year. Why? Because, as we mentioned earlier, guard the month of spring, says the Torah, and make then a Passover offering. So this depends on the equinox, when it will be. But there was also other factors, very practical ones. Not enough that it should be officially declared spring. It has to look like spring. Although we just changed the clock here, and we spring forward, today we have a nice snowfall. So the Chachamim said it has to look like spring. In terms, the barley has to be ripened. The trees need to blossom with the seasonal fruit. In other words, it should look spring, not just be spring. If Chas v'Sholem, tomorrow we'll still be in Golus, we'll continue that conversation with other details as far as the calendar is concerned. But the main thing is, we should already be in the Beis HaMikdash today and see the Sanhedrin.